जय श्री
जय
कृष्ण
श्री कृष्ण
चैतन्य प्रभु
चैतन्य
नित्यानंद श्री
प्रभु श्री
अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद।
गोविंद
जय
जय
श्री
श्री
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य प्रभु
चैतन्य
नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद।
प्रभु
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Wednesday. So it is Ashwini Masa, Padmanabha Masa, Krishna Paksham, and it is the Ashtami Tidi. So there are no Vaishnavas today in the calendar. We shall quickly move into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma speaking to Narada Muni, so about the incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and coming to that Lord's glories are unlimited. Even though I did not know anything and about the Supreme Personality of Godhead completely, and Lord Shankara and all other rishis and Prajapatis and yourself, and what to speak of the people who have born after us. So likewise, even though Lord Ananta, so with his thousand faces, he has been glorifying the Lord for time immemorial. But uh, still now, he has not yet completed the glories of the Lord, all his qualities and his pastimes. So likewise, Nantam Vidamyaham Ami Munyograjaste Maya Balasya Purushasya Kuto Varaye Gayan Gunan Dasha Satanana Adidevaha Sheshotinapi Samavastyati Nasya Param. Likewise, Brahma is saying, and then further saying that now coming to whoever has got the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the surrendered souls who have come to the lotus feet of the Lord, on top of them, Lord has got a lots of mercy on them. They can easily cross the materialness signs. Whereas the people, they think that I am this body and this is my property, this is my home, and who are thinking like that, for them, those bodies are meant for the eating of the dogs and the foxes, but they cannot cross this materialness signs. They will have to take birth, old age, disease, and death within this material world. Likewise, Brahma is saying. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 7, verse number 42. येषां स एष भगवान् दयेद् अनन्तः सर्वात्मन आश्रितपदो यदि निर्विलीकम् ते दुस्तरम् अधितरन्ति च देवमायां नैषां ममाहमिति धीः स्वसृगालभक्षे येषां स एष भगवान् दयेद् अनन्तः. Yesham, unto those devotees are the people. Yesham, Sayesha Bhagavan, and that Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Dayed, and he bestow the Dayed. He bestow his mercy on top of them. Whoever has got the mercy of the Lord, Sarvatmana Asrita Bhado, Sarvatmana. So here, by all means, without reservation, whoever have surrendered unto the lotus feet of the Lord, Sarvatmana, Ashrita Padho, so that lotus feet of the Lord, it is the shelter for everyone, all the living entities. This is Brahma's statement as well. Mahyam Bhavasya Bhavadat. Likewise, O demigods, that lotus feet of the Lord is the shelter for myself and yourself and all the demigods, even inclusive of Lord Shankara. So Sarvatmana Ashrita Pado Yadi Nirvilekam. Ashrita Padaha, surrendered soul, Yadi Nirvilekam. And without pretension, without any reservations. This is the Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Vraja. So this is the surrender, complete surrender, without any pretension. Yesham Sayesha Bhagavan Dayed Anantaha Sarvatmana Ashrita Pado Yadi Nirvilekam. So what happens to those surrendered souls? Te dustaram aditaranti cha devamayam. Te dustaram aditaranti cha. So they only can cross. Te dustaram. Those people who have surrendered. Dustaram and aditaranti. So this is the insurmountable materialness science. What is that? Devamayam. And what happens to that? They can overcome this Devamayam. Atitaranticha Devamayam. This is the diverse energies of the Lord. Atitaranticha, they can overcome. This is Daivihi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Dhrutyaya Mam Ye Prapadhyante Mayam Etam Tarantite. The Krishna statement here. Brahma is similarly repeating here. Te dustaram aditaranticha Devamayam. Naisham Mamahamiti Dhihi Swasrugalabhakshe. Na yesham, and not for the people who thinks na yesham mamaham iti, and this is myself, my body, and this is my property, my home, and who thinks in the bodily concept of life. Naisham mamaham iti dhihi. Dhihi is that is the consciousness of the materialistic people. Dhihi. They think like that in their mind, in their intelligence, like that. Naisham mamaham iti dhihi. Swasrugala bhakshe. Swa dogs. Srugala jackals. Swasrugala bhakshe, and in the matter of eating. So dogs and jackals, they eat the corpses, the dead bodies. So dead bodies can be turned into number of ways. One, if we burn into it, will turn into the ashes. If we just put it in the water, so it will be food for all the kind of fishes, so many other things, and it will decompose there. And then if it is thrown somewhere, it will dug. If we put it into the soil, it will turn it into ashes, and there are so many insects will become. They will born out of the dead body, and they eat it, the body itself. That is one thing. And if the body is dead on the ground, then these jackals and dogs, they will come and they eat it. That is the ultimate destination of this material body. We are not the material body. We are the living force. We have to leave this body on particular time. This is the time is already predestined. We have to leave this body. So here, who are thinking such kind of conception, material conception, this body is me, like that. For them, they cannot cross this material science. This body is meant only for swasrugala bhakshe, na yesham mamahamiti dhihi swasrugala bhakshe. Likewise, Brahma is saying here. येषां स एष भगवान् दयेद् अनन्तः सर्वात्मन आश्रितपदो यदि निर्विलीकं ते दुस्तरमतितरन्ति च देवमायां नैष ममाहमिति धीः स्वसृगालभक्षे. So translation for this verse. But anyone who is specifically favored by the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, due to unalloyed surrender unto the service of the Lord, can overcome the insurmountable ocean of illusion and can understand the Lord. But those who are attached to this body, which is meant to be eaten by the end by dogs and jackals, cannot do so. And purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Usha Mataji to read the purport, please?
Yes, Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. The unalloyed devotees of the Lord know the glories of the Lord in the sense that they can understand how great the Lord is and how great is his expansion of diverse energy. Those who are attached to the perceivable body can hardly enter into the realm of the science of Godhead. The whole materialistic world, based on the conception of the material body as the self, is ignorant of the science of God. The materialist is always busy working of the welfare of the material body, not only his own, but also those of his children, kinsmen, community men, countrymen, etc. The materialists have many branches of philo, philanthropic and or altruistic activities from a political, national, and international angle of vision. But none of the field work can go beyond the uh, jurisdiction of the misconception of the identifying the material body with the spirit soul. Unless therefore one is saved from the wrong conception of the body and the soul, there is no knowledge of a Godhead. And unless there is knowledge of God, all advancement of material civilization, however dazzling, should be considered a failure. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mataji. So here Prabhupada is mentioning that unalloyed devotees of the Lord know the glories of the Lord in the sense they can sense that they can understand how great the Lord is and how great is the expansion of Lord's diverse energy. So Lord's energies are they are very very temples. I mean, it cannot be crossed over. Devi Heshu Gurumai Mamamaya Duratjaya. It is very difficult. Yeah, every all the material bodies, as soon as he takes birth and he has got a material body and settled body due to his unlawful desires, immediately it will come under the jurisdiction of the three material modes of nature and entangle. It is not possible to escape. He is already captured by his unlawful desires. And here, those who are attached to the perishable body can hardly enter into the realm of the saints of God. So because of the bodily conception, they wanted to fulfill, they wanted to gratify their senses. Because those desires can be fulfilled through the Karanendriyas and the Jnanendriyas. So unless they are satisfied, his desires are not fulfilled. So he has got this material body. He has to use this to fulfill the unlawful desires. So as long as he is engaging that, he does not go inside the deep into the what is the living force within this body. Who am I? Such kind of these things cannot happen in that Bhogaishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Pahuta Chetasam Vyavasayatmaka Buddhihi Samadau Na Vidhiyate. And he cannot take into the process of devotional service. Vyavasayatmika Buddhihi. I wanted to cultivate this particular science of God. The Vyavasayatmaka Buddhihi Samadau Na Vidhiyate. That does not happen. As long as one is trying to gratify his senses, fulfill the eat, I wanted to eat this nice food. I wanted to see this nice, beautiful scenario. I wanted to go for a picnic. So as long as such conception is there, one cannot understand or he cannot enter into the realm of science of God. The whole material world is based on the conception of material body as itself. As soon as children they get the holidays, immediately they wanted to go. I wanted to go here and there, and then parents they will take them. Of course, it is the nature of the children. But if we just take them in the similar way to the different kinds of temples, it would be more that is Tyajpada. But here, people who are going in but outside of the temples, they are ignorant of the signs of God. And the materialistic here, the materialist is always busy working for the welfare of the material body, not only his own, but also of those of his children, kinsmen, communitymen, countrymen, etc. So this is he works day and night. Nidraya hrite naktam yavayena cha vavayah devacharda yehya rajan kutumba bharanenava. So he is all the time he spent for day throughout the day. How many hours? 24 hours a day, 8 hours work plus the travel time, it goes around 10 hours. And then he needs some rest, and then how many it goes like that. That is the daytime, and in the nighttime he got tired, and he hardly get a time to spend with the family members for the loving exchanges. But what is the main thing here? The love between the living entities. We have to acknowledge that the Lord is in the all the living entities, either my child body or my father body, my mother body. That we have to see. And when we are exchanging the love between the family members and all other living entities, not only the family, all other living entities as well. That how much time we spend that time for the loving exchange in connection with Krishna, especially. That is important. Divaj adda Rajan kutumba bharanenava. Likewise, in the night time, vyavayena cha vavayaha. So in the sex indulgence or in the sleeping, all the time will be spent like that. And this is my society, community, children likewise. And sending children to the schools which are of they teach the atheistic philosophies there. The materialists have many branches of philanthropic and altruistic activities from a political, national, and international angle of vision, but none of the field work can go beyond the jurisdiction of the misconception of identifying the material body with the spiritual soul. So if it is in the spiritual level, then everyone are coming onto only one platform and things will go peacefully. But I am Russian, I am Ukrainian, I am American, I am Indian, I am African, I am European, I am this one, I am English, I am something like that. My color is this, my color is black, my color is gray, my color is white. As long as that discrimination is there, always fightings happen between the countries. I wanted to grab your land. I have got more strength. You are weak. I can speak morely. I can show off very beautifully, so I can secure my job. I can speak very fluently. I can secure my job and feed my. They do not recognize that all the spirit souls they are of the same. So they will come in the political, national, international in these angles. This is how these are all misconceptions. At the end of the day, how long they would show off, how long they can speak fluently, as long as the time is ticking, they have to leave this body. They wanted to keep remain here in this material world for some time, but it is not possible for anyone. Unless therefore one is saved from the wrong conception of the body and the soul, there is no knowledge of Godhead. And unless there is knowledge of God, all advancement of material civilization, however dazzling, should be considered a failure. This is Nehayat Karma Dharmaya na Viragaya Kalpate Natidda Pada Sevayai Jivan Napi Mudhohi Saha. Even though he is living, as long as he is engaging in the bodily concept of life, all his endeavors are considered a failure. Even though he is living, he is a dead body. Because in due course of time, his body is dead. It will be vanished. And who will remember his pastimes? Did he do like a kind of growing himself like a big like Vamanadeva, or did he save any kind, I mean, particular perform like Lord's pastimes like that? So unless it can be done only by the Lord, not by any other people. Otherwise, it is Prabhupada mentioned. However dazzling, it should be considered a failure. Likewise, one has to always inquire about the Supreme Personality of God. There are so many topics that one has to inquire about the Supreme Lord. देहापत्यकलत्रादिषु आत्मसैन्येषु असस्वपि तेषां प्रमत्तो निधनं पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति. Even the in front of him, he is seeing that so many of his ancestors are left their body, and in front of us, so many other relatives, friends, they have left their body, but he doesn't. Tesham pramatto nidanam, but they are pramatta. Nidanam pasyanapi. Even though he is seeing that many people are leaving their bodies, na pasyati, he doesn't see for himself. He thinks that I still have strength, still I have lots of time. Like that, he thinks like that. Na pasyati. This is the foolishness. So one has to always think of only Achyuta, not by any other thing. अपश्यतामात्मतत्त्वं गृहेषु गृहमेदिनां सुरतव्यादीनि राजेन्द्र नृणां सन्ति सहस्रशः अपश्यतामात्मतत्त्वं गृहेषु गृहमेदिनां. Sukadeva Goswami mentions. So here Brahma is saying, whoever surrenders onto the lotus feet of the Lord, they can easily cross the material nescience. Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shrotavyaha Kirtavyasya Smartavyasya Ichita Bhayam. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami stresses, or so the Goswami stresses, Krishna stress Tasma Sarveshu Kaleshu, because why all these people are all these authorities are saying only remember Krishna here, Krishna Katha, because this material world is not meant for living here. It is dukkhalayam ashashvatam, temporary, and it is miseries. This world is full of miseries. So likewise, Brahma is saying here, Yesham Sayesha Bhagavan Dayed Anantaha Sarvatmana Asritapado Yedi Nirvilikam Te Dustaram Adhitaranti Cha Devamayam Naisha Mamahamithi Dhihi Swasrugala Bhakshe. Very beautiful purport. So every purport is very scientific. Prabhupada is explaining realistic way, which exactly suits to this material world and devotees perfectly. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, we shall quickly move into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, so today letter to Sudama. It's a small letter. Can I request any other devotees to read this letter, please?
Mary,
Yes, Mataji, please.
my dear Sudama, please accept my blessing. I am very much anxious to hear from you about your activities. I sent you one tape record as desire as desired by you, and I hope you must have received it. So you please keep me informed about your activity at least once a fortnight. In the meantime, I have received some quotations of Japanese printers sent by you. One of them is replied as per carbon carbon copy enclosed, and if possible, try to see them if they are agreeable. Please enlighten me by written mail how you are making progress in our movement, how the Japanese people are naturally responding. Naturally, I am very much anxious to know that and hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wishes, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any take points, Mataji?
Here Prabhupada is saying about the activities like to hear from Sudama, and he just sent he sent tape recorded, and he just sent some tape recorded to him, and as per his desires. So he said like, please inform me every fortnight about these activities and about this tape which he has sent it to him. And he also saying, please enlighten me by written mail how you are making progress. Yeah, in the Krishna consciousness, how you making progress. Please to let him know how he's making progress, uh, and how he's because he's maybe in the Japan, so he's just saying like how Japanese people are responding. So yeah, so he want to know how everybody's like Japanese people responding, and yeah, there's something inside here.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for kindly summarizing this. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So, as a spiritual master is always anxious to know about the activities of the disciples, how they are progressing in Krishna consciousness movement. Okay, it's a very beautiful letter as well. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening we have got Kirtan evening at 8:30 p.m. Okay, so that is from our coming updates, coming events perspective. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Hare Krishna. Okay, if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्द की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। Have a Krishna conscious day, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.